So everybody, as you've probably seen, Ineos have taken over Manchester United, and there is some breaking news regarding that deal, which we will talk about now. What you think of the Ineos thing is down for contention. I mean, I think most of us wanted Qatari, but we're gonna have to deal with Ineos for now, and it is looking like some positives for them. I mean, they're taking over full control of footballing operations. Sir Jim Ratcliffe is taking over all that side of the stake in Manchester United. So Sir Jim Ratcliffe and Ineos will be delegated full control of aspects of men's, women's and academy teams. So this is the statement that came out from Manchester United. Manchester United PLC announces today that it entered into agreement which under chairman of Ineos, Sir Jim Ratcliffe, will acquire 25% of Manchester United Class B shares, up to 25% of United Class A shares, and provide an additional 300 million intended to enable future investment into Old Trafford. Now, 300 million is probably not even enough, but I'll give you all the stuff and then I'll give you my reaction. So this is the corporate release. So Manchester United PLC reaches an agreement with Sir Jim Ratcliffe, 25% in the company. So he has 25% of Class B shares, which are held by the Glazers, and I believe they own 69%. 25% of Class A shares. The Glazer family and Class A shareholders will receive the same price of $33 per share. Further investment of 300 million into the club. Ineos delegated responsibility for management of football operations. Completion of the deal is subject to receiving all necessary regulatory approvals, including from the Premier League. So as part of this transaction, Ineos has accepted a request to the board to delegate responsibility for the management of club's operations. This would include all aspects of the women's, men's team, academies, alongside the 2 seats on the Manchester United board and the Manchester United Football Club boards. The joint ambition to create a world-class football operation buying on the club's many existing strengths, including the successful off-the-pitch performance that it continues to enjoy. Now, the Glazers have said some stuff about it, and they said, "We are delighted to have agreed this deal with Sir Jim and Ineos. As part of the strategic review we announced in November 2022, we committed to look at a variety of alternatives to help enhance Manchester United with a focus on delivering success for our men, women and academy teams. Sir Jim and Ineos bring a wealth of commercial experience as well as significant financial commitment into the club, and through Ineos Sport, Manchester United will have their successor seasoned high-performance professionals experiencing creating and landing elite teams for both inside and outside the game. Manchester United has talented people across the club and desires always to improve every level of the club by bringing great fans to the more success of our future." And now Sir Jim Ratcliffe said, "As a local boy and a lifelong supporter of the club, I'm very pleased that we have been able to agree a deal with Manchester United board that delegates us management of the responsibility of football operations of the club. Whilst the commercial success of the club has ensured there has always been available funds to win trophies at the highest level, this potential has not fully been unlocked in recent times. We will bring the global knowledge, experience and talent for the wider Ineos Sport Group to help drive further improvement at the club, while also providing the funds intended to enable future investment into Old Trafford. We are here for the long term and recognise that there are a lot of challenges and hard work lie ahead, which will approach the rigour, professionalism and passion. We are committed to working with everyone at the club, the board, players, staff and fans to help the club drive forward. Our shared ambition is clear. We all want to see Manchester United back where we belong, at the top of English, European and world football." So that was the statement from them. Some other news. The debt has been cleared through trawlers. So I think it's a trawlers fund or something. What do you think about that? I mean, I'm pretty sure Manchester United Trust, or Man United Trust to put out a statement saying that 8 years of decay, which is true. The Glazers have absolutely run the club down into the mud. I mean, they've taken Manchester United for a joke, really. I will do a separate video on what's next for Manchester United, but this is just the initial reaction. I'll talk about Sir Dave Brailsford and Claude Blanc, I think his name is. Jean-Claude Blanc. I'll talk about that as well, but later. So let me just give you my initial reaction. I mean, the Glazers have absolutely destroyed the club now. As it said in the brief from Manchester United, let me find it. So some of the key things I talked about, they'll be taking over full knowledge of football operations. So that basically means they'll be able in charge of signing players, getting rid of players. And that's something that we want to see. I think Sir Jim will bring in an infrastructure of what is great for Manchester United, and I think he knows what to do there. Another thing is that he said we haven't been successful on the pitch, which is not wrong. And yeah, it's talked about focus on men and women's team, getting them to the highest standard possible, as well as the academy. He talked about investing money into Old Trafford, which is hopefully something that we can see, because Old Trafford needs a lot of help. I mean, it's a great stadium. Yes, when you go there, it's magical, but it's not even a modern stadium, and that's something hopefully Sir Jim can take into and change, because that stadium, as I said, needs massive changes. Not even a modern day pitch. It doesn't have any screens, and yeah, just leaks and all that stuff. So yeah, they want to take Manchester United to the top, and let's see what they can do with that. George, Claude Blanc and Sir Dave Brailsford have joined the board. And yeah, we've seen all this. I think this kind of ends the stuff with Qatar. All the stuff with Qatar is over. I mean, we've seen Rio Ferdinand say some stuff about Qatar a few months ago. And that's finally been put to an end. There's still people saying that Qatar are taking over, but we know Sir Jim... we know that that's over now. Sir Jim Ratcliffe buys the shares with the company Trawlers Limited, of which he owns 100%. So yeah, it's a revolutionising thing for Manchester United. Hopefully Sir Jim can do something positive for the club, because the Glazers, as I said, have ruined the club, some of the decisions that they've made, and hopefully getting the top football operations players, people in, Sir Dave Brailsford, George, Claude Blanc, just Paul Mitchell hopefully as well, just to get that infrastructure in. Now, as I said, this is just my initial reaction. I will put out some videos over the next few days about this and go in depth about some things, but yeah, it's looking positive. Let's see what they can do. It's looking like the Glazers aren't going to leave for any time soon, and it could be up to 6-7 years before they leave, but